Spruce has been used for centuries as kind of an ideal tonewood since the days of Stradivari. And spruce is important because it has three essential properties that are important for tonewood. The problem with a natural material like wood is that it has a great deal of variability. In the natural world, there's a huge amount of variability from one tree to the next, and even between a piece of wood from the same tree. There's a better way of measuring that wood that has to do with the science of acoustics. You might even call it the science of expression. So we use the science of acoustics to grade the physical properties of our tonewood. It's important to measure that variability in order for the luthier to have the best product. We measure density, stiffness, and damping. We also derive what's called the quality factor, or Q, which is the inverse of damping. So what is Q, and why is it important? Q is the measurement of how quickly a sound signal decays when we induce a board to vibrate. It turns out for guitars, it's very important to have a relatively high Q. That way, the relatively small amount of energy that comes from a guitar string is able to transfer into the top and continue to ring loudly and clearly. Q is a relatively new concept in tonewood, and it hasn't really been measured before or introduced into the market.
It's now our intention to provide wood to builders instead of wood that is just aesthetically graded, wood that we can provide specified density, stiffness, and Q or damping on, that they can use to get repeatable results so that they can build instruments that have a certain sonic palette again and again.
At Pacific Rim Tonewoods, we have the world's largest collection of acoustically graded tonewood. Each of these pieces has been graded for density, stiffness, and damping.
This is important because it makes it possible to raise the level of quality in all guitars. It also makes it possible for us to use more of each tree, more of the forest with less waste. We think it's a great advance for guitar builders especially, but also for appropriate use of our resource.